it was stages of it. It was my mom's husband, it was my father, and this is when he became dad, which is, to me, if I can give any advice to out there, any man that's in a role with a child, strive to be
powerful. There's one more dynamic, and we'll go into closing statements. There was a time in the blended family where John approached you about your last name.
Well, when you told the story in the pre-production, there was a part of it that you didn't tell. You didn't tell the beginning of it, which was years prior.
Okay.
right when I going into high school, right? It was the first time you approached me about
Well,
it.
she helped me out.
Well, when
You
when
know my
he
memory
was
trash. So she corrected
well,
me.
when he was younger, at one point he asked. We was talking about his last name, and he had said he wanted to be adopted by John, and that his last name be the same as us. And so me and John had talked about it, and we decided that he was too young to make that decision.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, we was great. It was great that he had accepted John, but I just felt like he was too young to make that decision. So we had told him, why don't you wait until you're older? We'll rediscuss it and see how you feel then about it, if you want to do it.
Right.
And Trey doesn't even remember the conversation to
fair.
speak to how young he
Right.
is. And so what Trey picked up is me and John talking about it. Okay, now is a good time to readdress it. If you
readdress
really
it.
want to do
So
it.
it was years and years.
This was years later to see if he
Right.
still wants to do it. So that's the one that now Trey remembers, you know. That he,
But the common point is that you gave Trey the decision.
yeah.
At each
yeah,
point, it was
yeah.
essentially Trey's
Yeah.
decision.
And gave him time to develop into actually making it. I mean, we could have tried to run with the original thought, which
And we
I
kind
don't.
of wanted to.
Yeah, sure. You know, ain't nothing like one name on the mailbox.
Yeah.
But we said, you know what, he may feel differently later.
Right, right.
So let's just give him a minute. We can always go change it. So let's give him a minute and go see and see how it happens.
So now you're given that opportunity.
So to my memory of it was when I was graduating, about to graduate high school, and I was going to go into college. And so they approached me with it because it was like, since you're about to start filling out applications, things like that, you're going to start having your own stuff now. It was like, did you want to change your last name so that we can get this process started now, so that once you're 18 and gone, everything's already good, last name's Thompson. So, like I said, he didn't even remember this conversation, and this is actually one of the biggest turning points, and I feel like, from my perspective, between my relationship, my dynamic of what it was with him, when he elevated from it was stages of it. It was my mom's husband, it was my father, and this is when he became dad, which is, to me, if I can give any advice to out there, any man that's in a role with a child, strive to be their dad, not their father.
Not just their father.
Not just their father, because I said a father can happen by accident. Father is just a biological blood link. You can be a father and, as I can say, not be a part of their life. But the dad is one who made the choice, who looked at me and said, I want that one. I want to be a dad to that one. So this is when our relationship, in my perspective, even though I was 18, like, went to a whole nother skyrocket, to a whole nother level. So he approached me with it. He gave me time to think. This is when I was still in high school. I didn't graduate yet. They wanted to talk about it so that when I graduated, we could start the process. And I came back after I thought about it, and for my own reasons, I told them, I'll keep my last name for my reasons. And there was no hint of anger, bitterness, even disappointment or sadness from me saying this to him. It was just kind of like, okay, nothing changed. We kept going. And even though, like, the fact that it's such a huge thing for me, but he doesn't remember it, I actually take that as a good thing, because it shows he showed no emotional resentment or any emotional feelings towards that. For me, it was a huge thing for me, but I like that he doesn't remember it, because it's just like, it really was not that. It was a choice that he gave me and relied it completely on me.
Right.
And when I made the choice, he rolled with the choice. And so it's been, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I kind of looked at him and I was like, all right, that's my guy. Like, he legit loves me for me and what I decide. Like, obviously he don't agree with everything I do, but he'll love me in spite of my choices.
Powerful. We're going to go into closing.
Hey guys, it's Pastor John here. Please, if you like this video that you just saw, hit that like button for us. Second thing I want to ask you to do is to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out videos once a day at about 5:30 p.m. Hit that bell notification so that you'll know when a new video has been uploaded. And then the final thing to do, share this video, share this information. If you know somebody that has a need that it can be benefited by it, please put it out in circulation so that we can try to help as many people as possible. Thanks, and God bless.